Growing up my entire life, I was pretty sure I was going to be a teacher. Over the years, the age group that I wanted to teach or the subject that I wanted to teach ebbed and flowed. There was a small stint where I wanted to be a lawyer, but then I came back to this idea of being a teacher. By the time that I graduated high school, I had decided that I wanted to be a psychology teacher, so I went to school for secondary education with a focus in social studies. But I would say, even at this point, I didn't really truly understand the connection between all of the disciplines that bubble up to the social studies category. But as I went through college and I went into political science and sociology and history classes that were taught in a different way, I started to finally see the connection. And I wanted my classroom as a teacher to be the place where students made the connection of why sociology and history are connected to one another, why so much of political science is tied to human nature and psychology. And I became obsessed with the idea of recognizing these patterns and connections. To me, change management is the application of all of those things that bubble up to the idea of social studies. The way we react to change is tied to psychology. Sociology can teach us lessons about how the collective company might respond to change. We can learn lessons about how to address change differently by looking back at the history of how we managed change in the past and what the response was. So while I may not be in the classroom teaching about social studies anymore, I still feel like I get the opportunity day in and day out to help people make the connections of how people influence change and how people influence digital transformation. Through my keynote speaking and my consulting and selling and all of my social media content, I still get to teach all about social studies on a regular basis. It just looks a little different now.